Which fictional character did you fall for? The easier question would be, which fictional character didn't I fall for? I feel this. There's nothing more I like to do than drift to sleep and dream of you. I think of you, and how you smile, and what you do, and for a while, there's only you, and only me, and nowhere else I'd rather be. But mornings break, and nights move on, and then I wake, and then you're gone. Raven from Teen Titans. I think she's the reason why the big titty goth GF meme trend came out. Kim Possible. Only when she comes as a tag team with Shigo. Danny Phantom Monsieur. Ben 10 was also a pretty prominent part of my childhood crushes. Especially teenage Ben. Came in here to say Danny Phantom Monsieur, it's such an obvious choice for me. I constantly fall for people who go ghost. Prince Zuko. Same. He's just so hot. Shigo, she's fine AF. I'll just say mine because I can't resist inflicting some of you with pain. The girl from Bridge to Terabithia. Fuck, that hurt just remembering. I had to pause the movie because I couldn't hear it on full volume over my sobbing. IDKY, but I always thought villainesses are way hotter than heroines. Even when I was little. Both Jesse and James from Team Rocket. Prepare for trouble, and make a double, to protect the world from devastation, to unite all people within our nation. Howl from Howl's Moving Castle. Blonde Howl or black-haired Howl? So hard to choose. One of my first was Kimberly from Power Rangers. Not the Naomi Scott version. The original played by Amy Jo Johnson in the show from the 90s. Not long after, I fell harder for Tifa Lockhart. I guess a strong, independent woman who can take care of herself just fine is one of my types. Jack Sparrow, but like from the first movie, not the cartoon character that came later. He was an amazing character back then and I totally shipped Elizabeth with him instead of Will. I'm hoping he'll be more of a side character if he comes back for a 6th film, so he'll return to the intelligent, intriguing character he used to be. Exactly. The first movie works because Jack is the Han Solo character, things are happening around him. He isn't the sole focus, just operating in his own charming way while in orbit. He reacts in a way where he's either a lucky idiot or a total genius, which makes him intriguing. The main story, which it should be noted, is not overly complicated, which is another reason it works so well and is timeless, is with Will Elizabeth. The later movies are convoluted and bloated. I do kinda like the third one though. TBH. And Jack becomes a caricature of what he originally was. Ty Lee from Avatar. Do I really need to explain? Edit. Damn it. I knew I shouldn't have posted this with my secondary account. Thanks for the pie anyway. I am more of an Azula guy. That's a sharp outfit. Chan. Careful. You could puncture the hull of an Empire-class Fire Nation battleship, leaving thousands to drown at sea. Because it's so sharp. Edit. Thank you for the pie. D. Gaston. I've got issues. Why would you call that an issue? I mean, there's no one slick as Gaston. No one's quick as Gaston. No one's neck's as incredibly thick as Gaston. For there's no man in town half as manly. Perfect. A pure paragon. You can ask any Tom, Dick, or Stanley, and they'll tell you whose team they prefer to be on. Hashtag NOOOOOOOOONE. Fucks like Gaston. Megara from Hercules Animated, it's just something about her. I'm a girl but I love her too. She was the best besides Hades in that movie. Just Monica. Just Monica. Geralt of Rivia. F***CK. I'm a straight dude but this is the answer. His character in the games just appeals to the hidden manly man inside of me like crazy and it morphs into this weird admiration and borderline crush. I thought there was no way they could make a character with that kind of gravitas work in a show. But here we are with Henry Cavill and all his hunkiness. I'll go with Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, that'll do. Riza Hawkeye, from Full Metal Alchemist. But oddly enough, I fell for her for Roy. Like, I didn't want to marry Riza. I wanted Roy to marry Riza. Ugh, I know exactly what you mean. Spider-Gwen. Well, good news. The internet has plenty of material for you. Haku from Spirited Away when I was 6 or 7. Major Samantha Carter. Smart and badass. Sign me up. Captain, Major or Colonel. Or all of the above? Moment of silence for Major Davis, who spent 10 years on that show without a promotion while Carter zoomed past him to Colonel. Legolas Geralt. High school me, Legolas. Early 30s me, Aragorn. Finnick Dare. Book version was better, but movie version can get it too. Lana from Archer. I was always more into Cheryl. I don't know what that says about me, but yeah, I had to look up the full scope of what we are talking about. From the Archer wiki, Cheryl enjoys extreme BDSM sexual fetishes. Being on the submissive end of the spectrum assures she is a full-spectrum masochist and gets aroused by simple slaps, and, at her extremes, demands to be choked during sex. Erotic asphyxiation, and becomes wet just thinking about it. Should Cyril Figgis snap and kill her, she would consider the event the world's gushiest orgasm. 2. She often refers to this obsession with being killed as erotic. For instance, in Honey Pot when she reveals a fantasy about a fireman choking her to death instead of performing CPR. She is also a sadist to the extent that she says she is turned on by physical and emotional violence directed towards herself and others, as revealed in Legs. 3. But it is unclear whether she likes to inflict pain on others herself. A good example of would be is when she laughs at the gruesome scene of the dead KGB agents killed by Sterling Archer in Fugue and Riffs while everyone else is repulsed. There is a very good chance that her extreme fetishes stem from childhood sexual abuse, as is heavily implied in Pocket Listing when she said that her grandfather used to use the secret tunnels and Tunt Mansion to look in on the children. She has expressed bisexual interests, responding amorously to Mallory Archer's and Lana Kane's physical abuse, see above, and responding to Pam Poovey carrying her by saying she's totally digging this whole Queen Kong 5, thus reinforcing her submissive side. Quote, plus she has a slim figure. I can see what you mean. LANAAA. When I was a kid I had a crush on Katara from Avatar. Funny way to spell Ty Lee. Funny way to spell Uncle Iroh. Princess Leia. I was a kid when I saw her in the gold bikini. I think that's when I started puberty. Spontaneous puberty. My girlfriend. My girl is fine. My girl is fair. My girl is short with auburn hair. She likes my hands. She holds them tight. She sleeps beside me every night. My girl is nice. My girl is neat. My girl is swell and super sweet. She likes my butt. She calls me bae. She wakes beside me every day. My girl is cool. My girl is cute. My girl is beautiful to boot. She likes my face, the way I feel. She's all I need. She isn't real. Ahsoka Tano. Luke, did I ever tell you about Ahsoka Tano? She was your father's exotic teenage alien apprentice. A fine piece of jailbait from a more civilized age. She had the tightest body and the perkiest little breasts in the galaxy. Barely legal in most systems. Anakin and I used to double-team her at the end of every successful campaign during the Clone Wars. And once in a while we'd even have the entire 501st run to train over her. Part of official Jedi training, of course. In time, she learned how to handle a meat saber better than anyone in the Jedi Temple. She wore a miniskirt every day so we told her there were no pennies in space. And since she was constantly doing acrobatics you'd get a glimpse of her orange pussy mid-fight as she'd do a flip while slicing a B-2 super battle droid in half. It was surreal. We taught her to grip her weapon backwards like a dildo and she constantly got captured by pirates and slavers almost every other day. It was ridiculous. Like a constant porno. Luke, you have no idea. And she was a good friend. I think this is the most cursed comment of them all. Profile pic checks out. Zuko, I'm not gay I swear. I think we've all had a crush on him at some point. Inuyasha, My friend loved him and was trying to get me into the show, and I was only interested the minute they showed Susumaru. Damn myself. Taranga Leela, Han Solo, Pam Beesly. If you think she's cute now, you should have seen her a couple years ago. Link from the Legend of Zelda series, particularly Toon Link from The Wind Waker. OMG, my first crush was adult Link from Ocarina of Time. Breath of the Wild Link hits different though. Jareth, the Goblin King. Daenerys Targaryen. She will always be my queen. #SHES Mukwin. This is rather a list. Draco Malfoy, Sirius Black, Legolas, Aragorn, Billy, Thor, Boromir, IDKY, Captain Jack Sparrow. Edit. Grammar. Sorry guys for the lack of commas before. Young Sean Bean wasn't half bad. Hell, old Sean Bean isn't bad. Helen Parr is how I discovered I like THICC white girls. 9-year-old me had taste. Also because my own mom wasn't there and she seemed to love her family extremely. Edit. Made comment to her. Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians. Li Shang could make a man out of me any day. Gendry from the TV version of Game of Thrones. Also had a girl crush on Misty from Pokemon. Although that might just have been jealousy that she looked good as a redhead and I looked like a freak growing up. Leon Kennedy from the Resident Evil game series. Marshall Lee from Adventure Time or Chloe Price from Life is Strange. Bay Before Bay. Dean Winchester. Robin Scherbatsky. Dan She Pretty in S1. Classic Schmosby. Squidward. Tentacle Fetish I See. Bones. DeForest Kelly. Carl Urban. Judge Dredd. I'm Just a Janitor. Edward Elric. Dean Winchester. Captain America. America's Ass. L from Death Note. Levi from Attack of Titans. Shingeki no Kyojin. Straight guy checking in can confirm Levi is hot shit. Prince Eric Little Mermaid. Wendy from Gravity Falls. She's cute and tomboyish. My bisexual ass is quaking. Vin from Mistborn. Man, Vin was nice but Kelsier though. I'm not gay but that man made me feel things. Sarah Walker and Chuck. Aerith from Final Fantasy VII. Agreed. Also, Tifa Lockhart. Damon from The Vampire Diaries. Loki. The Goblin King in Labyrinth. Frank Enferter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Dick Grayson. Been in love with him since I was like 5. Since he starts as a child as Robin and changes to Nightwing when he becomes an adult, he's the perfect crush. River Tam. Aloy from Horizon Zero Dawn. Lana Lang from Smallville. Lana from Archer. Lana. Gasp LANA what? Question mark exclamation mark . Danger Zone. Lola Bunny. I am not proud. Mr. Darcy. Thanks. Colin Firth. Loki from Marvel's Thor. Charlie Kelly from IASIP. He is the least narcissistic of the group. Even though he is selfish and narcissistic, he is the most well-intentioned and kind of the group. He starts off just as bad as the rest of the group. But as he gets stupider, he gets kinder and is smart in other ways of life. He shows compassion and hates killing rats. Likes playing Nightcrawler. He is in love with the waitresses despite her being just a waitress and nothing special. The waitress is forgotten by everyone from their school except Charlie. Granted, he does stalk her, but he does it because he is afraid that she will die if he doesn't stalk her. He is weird but he loves animals, especially rats and crows, and knows how to survive in the lower class life. He is addicted to alcohol, huffing glue and cocaine, in some episodes, but breaks 2/3 addictions. He is just there for a good time and wants people to respect him and see him as being more than an idiot for everyone to laugh at. He has a sensitive side and is from a broken home where his mother is a prostitute and his dad left before he was born. He is poor, and nobody loves Hi Monsieur. And despite all that, he still loves himself and wakes up each morning and finds something bohemian, yet fun to do. And I feel, in many ways, that we are the same. I'm not addicted to drugs, and have both my parents. But I am from a broken home, and he made me start questioning my gender. I still don't know who or what I am, monsieur, where I am in the world. But he made me open my eyes and made me smile. And when S11E3 came around, I felt happy for Hi Monsieur. For a brief moment he had fun and felt like someone loved Hi Monsieur, and even when that wasn't true, he was still content and got on with his life. Edit. Thank you for the response. I'm so happy and thankful for this silver reward. What did you expect? He told us he's a philanthropist. What? Not a full-on rapist? Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.